bitch! I'll buy you! I'll buy you all! Ah, I'll get you for this, Tresto!
Working! You have full control of the station! All systems are responding! Time to come home, Trescon! We're popping the champagne, man! See you planetside!
I knew we could count on you, mate. You've always been the best.
You were right, as usual, Faz. You didn't let us down.
GameSpy is history, but what happens at the space station now?
We're going to have a good look at its systems and divert as much control back to the individual administrations around Foreign Planet as we can. Then, we're putting it on backup power and locking it up for good.
We need to appoint a keeper who can hold the codes so the station will never fall into the wrong hands. I think you're the only person we can trust with that.
I'll keep them safe.
Trustcon, we all owe you a debt of gratitude we can never repay.
You can repay it by never blowing anything up again.
Don't worry about that. The guys are packing up our things from the old hideout now. We need a fresh start. We're moving into the old GITM building right above PDX.
I assume this means there'll actually be elections around here now.
Things are falling apart right now. But with all three moderators back, we'll get it all under control in short order. With the city back in order, we'll be happy to help establish a new political system. This time, everybody will have a say.
We have the power to create a new forum city for everybody now. Every major threat to democracy is gone. It's time to get to work rebuilding everything.
Hear, hear. There'll always be challenges to overcome and threats to face. But if we can handle GameSpy, we can handle anything. And you'll be here to help us the next time, I hope.
Wouldn't miss it for the world.
Initiating denouement protocols. Calculating forward projections. Narcissus speaks. With the bombers brought to justice, and with the help of many volunteers, Alpha Operator restores his bar completely in a matter of months. Jackie still guards the door and will, if prompted, be happy to recount the story of how Trescon tracked down and brought justice upon those responsible for the bombing. After being awarded a contract to arm and train the new citizen police of Forum City, business becomes better than ever for Raving's weapon shop. At Trescon's request, Andreas is examined by the best doctors and therapists of Forum City. In time, he all but conquers the scar's black ice left on his psyche and becomes a well-respected moderator himself. Ryan's death marked the end of Aunt Betty Industries. All research is abandoned and the labs are closed along with the factory. The surviving troops of Ryan's personal army are forced to seek employment elsewhere as his militia disbands. Endar, however, remains behind, roaming the empty labs. He has seen his vision crumble, but what remains of the once nearly endless resources of ABI is still at his disposal, and he is determined to avenge the death of Ryan. Hideo Miyaru, having escaped from the ABI facility with Trescon's aid, makes his way back to the city where he opens a small skinning shop near the downtown marketplace. Although he does not have the sales skills necessary to establish a thriving business, he is content simply to make ends meet in a job he enjoys. Owing to Trescon's advice, Yardbomb resisted WorldCorp's buyout offers and remains the sole owner of his voodoo shop. With the fall of Skara's empire, Trescon now holds preferred customer status in the shop. Armed with the knowledge of how to enter Goat City, the standing of the Llamas improves dramatically over the next few months, culminating in a full-scale invasion of the Goat's sacred city. Without Athena to lead their defense, the warriors of the Goat cult fight desperately and chaotically, but quickly fall under the relentless attacks of the Llamas. The Goat Temple is burned to the ground and Goat City is brought back to the Forum City domain. Eventually, the charred remains of the Temple are turned into a monument to the victory of Lamar. No longer having to fear the Goat cultists, the surviving employees of the PDX server complex venture forth from their underground facility. After 2 years in isolation, they finally return to their homes. Zero Presence found his final rest in the ruins of Deus Ex I, where his bones lie undisturbed. The stories of his last duel pass into legend and serve to perpetuate his name in a way his clandestine lifestyle never permitted. With his search for the fire staff completed, Beeblequicks gathers together his meager belongings and his cat and returns to Forum City. He opens a museum to display his findings from the Deus Ex Incarnate excavation and writes a very long collection of memoirs retelling his adventures. After passing his long-kept secrets on to Trescon, Guag finally finds rest and joins his friends in the afterlife. Every now and then, Guag comes back to haunt Forum City for a night to everyone's general amusement. Shayna's friend never showed up. Despite the brevity of their meeting, Trescon managed to make an impression, and in a few weeks, another chance encounter leads to something more serious. Having established a new democratic government in Forum City, Trescon is idolized as a hero. Public interest in him peaks when he is made a moderator, after which a semblance of normalcy gradually returns to his life. Trescon's victory on the space station ensures months of peace, allowing PDX to rebuild the city and reform its political systems. With Forum City being what it is, there will always be opportunities for Trescon to fight for the continued peace and prosperity of the community. Narcissus grows bored with speaking. Enough of our time has been spent indulging the curiosity of the fleshy ones. All is well. We are returning.